name is Thessalonica Bella Rondonu, and now I'm going to talk about my opinion towards Indonesia's healthcare policy during this pandemic. As we know, COVID 19 has spread to various places around the world. Indonesia is where we live is also a country that affected by this pandemic. In my opinion, personally, when the pandemic started, the government was actually quite careless in handling it so that it spread very quietly in Indonesia. But as time goes by, all is understandable because this also happens in other countries. It seems that almost all countries are facing this pandemic crisis. Well, in South Korea, at first they handled the pandemic very well. But when things got caught off guard, the pandemic started to get out of hand, and finally the pandemic also started spreading. Even though cases have jumped very much in Indonesia, the healthcare from the government is quite good and effective. Why I why I think it's very effective? First, the enforcement of the PSBB, which is quite strict, is able to reduce the number of infected people from increasing for the first time. At that time, the people around me also refrained from leaving the house and just not to travel too much. Yeah, and I saw my neighbors, they are just chosen to stay at home and not go outside anymore. The worship places and schools are closed and has been held by online. The online shops have become something that has been urgently needed since the implementation of the PSBB. And now, Indonesian government policy in dealing with COVID-19 is also very good. Well, they always monitor every latest information from WHO and impose strict regulations for travelers that from outside the region and even local travelers from abroad. Health certificates are also needed for travelers who want to enter Indonesian tourism areas. Well, in my opinion, this is very good at preventing the spread of infection. Not only applies to foreigners, but there are also strict regulation for local residents who want to travel somewhere in Indonesia. I am pretty sure this is also effective because nowadays there is a lot of COVID-19 cases in Indonesia. Oh, and of course, when people have entered this new normal era, using masks and maintaining cleanliness by carrying out physical distancing and social distancing is one of the government's appeals that we must do. Oh, and one more. Don't forget to always wash your hands. Thank you.